Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. He'll call for the fair catch here. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. These two first met in 1912 and both have a rich history of stars. John Unitas, Lamar Jackson from Louisville, Bear Bryant, Tim Couch at Kentucky through the years. The rivalry is a great one, fellas.
That's a great list of people to think about in this rivalry. Obviously, it runs deep, and the uniforms are solid, right? Like bright red, blue on the other side, just a nice color clash.
Yeah, visually and optically, you're right. This is a very good-looking rivalry game, but it's also good on the field. There's a lot of talent assembled here today.
Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. And the Cardinals decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Kentucky. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
The kickoff team is out there, and after giving up a punt return for the score, this offense needs to do some work. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
From the gun, running back on the move. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. first down here for the offense. They'll run it from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Wildcats pulled out a thriller the last time these two met.
And they were so happy after that win because they dug down deep and made the plays late in the game that they needed to make in order to win.
Yeah, and the Governor's Cup, it seems like it's always a fun game. There's always some kind of twist and turns to it, but Kentucky definitely executed and took care of business against Louisville last time.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, and he's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
From the gun on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
It's good. Easy call for the ref. And that lead grows even bigger. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He's going to bring it out from deep. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. They're working that left side. Spins away from 1. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They'll run it from the gun. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
Brings up 2nd down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Kentucky 10, Louisville 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Handoff from the shotgun. They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
On 4th down, they'll run it, looking for the first. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. He's looking to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Defense, we're always trying to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cardinals!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he added the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Squires. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They'll go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. On the option. Now the pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They've been running it, but now the pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Off play action on 1st down. It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Cardinals racing to the line in the hurry-up. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The jet sweep pass. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Trying to pick it up on the ground. The Cardinals get enough for the first down. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Louisville!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Squires. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
It's complete on the right side.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They'll mark him down right there, but it'll be enough for a Kentucky first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. He's going to pass. Makes the catch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And that pass picked off. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Dances away to buy time. He's going to run it. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play calls and everyone on the same page here. of the gun. The running back has it. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Cardinals will boot it away to start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here lighten it up here at the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They've played really well in this first half.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Shoots it to the left. He's got it. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going. And the Wildcats are rolling down the field. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on...
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Kentucky! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And these design QB runs, man, they really test the physicality of this defense. Knowing this quarterback's going to totally rock, they know that there's now an extra blocker, so somebody on defense is going to have to make a superhuman effort, get off a block and make a play. They could not get that done right.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He'll let one go down the right side.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. That throw and catch a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up, or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
Kentucky, 17.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Louisville 21, Kentucky 17.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting him to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down. And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
On second down, he'll fire. Swings it out to the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
At the 48-yard line. Now, fourth down.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback checking the play. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's going for the big play. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Got his man. The offense coughs it up, and the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and they were lucky that that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, they sure were. These ball carriers have got to know that this defense, they play with so much aggression. They're always trying to get extra hats to the football. You have got to protect this thing at all costs. Lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
A wide receiver. He's brought down at the 28. Brings up second down.
Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Wide receiver shows motion. Fires to the big fella. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Touch pass on the run. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Motion from the offense. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on third and goal. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Touchdown, Cardinals! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The play action fake. Using the quick game. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Here's a throw downfield late. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's got it on the move. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they close it to a 28-24 game. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. They still need a touchdown to take the lead here in the 4th, and they'll try to get the ball back with the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Here comes the offense on 1st down. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.